I used to work at a Stewart's. For those of you who don't know what a Stewart's is, it's a magical place. It's like a convenience store chain, but most notably they have ice cream, which is fantastic. So I used to work there, and on St. Patty's Day, though, if you wore green, you went into Stewart's, and you got 50-cent ice cream. And in order to get ready for this, corporate ships out like hundreds and hundreds of gallons of ice cream to all their stores, so that way they can deal with the large crowds of people who come in. So I'm working in the front of the store, and my coworker, she's in the back, putting all the way the ice cream in the freezer. And I'm hitting the buzzer, and it's not working to get her to come out and help, because there's a line of like 7 or 8 people, and I'm all by myself, and they're getting angrier and angrier, and they're blaming me. And because it's good customer service, like I can't tell them to shove it, because like you gotta be nice to the customer, right? And so the reason they're getting so angry is because there's a woman at the front of the line. Not only is she getting like 3 milkshakes, lottery tickets, oh I forgot to get a coffee in the back, she's also on her phone, which is extremely rude. And not only is she speaking on the phone though, she's speaking in a language I don't know, which makes me uncomfortable because I can't say anything to her for fear that I might offend someone. So, there's a guy behind her though. And the guy behind her, he's getting angrier and angrier. You know how like when you're in a relationship or you have good friends for such a long period of time, you guys can make eye contact? And the conversation goes back and forth with no words. So I thought this guy who's getting angry, and like I thought we had a good conversation, because at one point I was just like, and he just goes, and so I thought some kind of conversation was going between us. And then at the back, the only reason I remember this is because this woman had to be 80, probably closer to 85, and she's got 2 gallons of milk, and she's just, but she won't put the milk down. So she's just shaking in the back. And finally, the woman, she finishes up, and she gives me her card, I swipe through, and she's turning to leave, and the guy and I, we make eye contact one more time. And I can see he's giving me the nod, like, don't worry, like, I'll tell her it's rude to speak on the phone, the rest of us have places to be. We make eye contact, we understand each other. So he's turning, to talk to her, and she's turning to leave, and right on his shirt I see, Make America Great Again. And you know how in movies there's that moment where like the hero knows something horrible that's gonna be life-changing happens to them? That was me, guys. Like, I realized we were not having the conversation I thought we were having. And so he stops me, he goes, I just wanna let you know, before you go, here in America, we speak American. And there's just, yeah, no, that's what happened. Like the whole store just went, what do we do now? And without missing a beat though, this woman goes, for your information, I was speaking Navajo to my grandfather, so maybe you should get out of my country. And no one wanted to say anything though, because like it's still an awkward situation, so someone like under their breath was like, burned. And then at the back of the store, you just hear, and he goes, who the fuck said that? Who said, say it to my face? And the old lady just shouts out, get out of the store, you're embarrassing yourself and my arms are tired, you fascist. So after that moment though, I started following politics. I'm not one to follow politics too closely, but I was like, this has got to be a fringe group, right? Like this can't be all the Trump supporters, so I started doing some research. And then I started thinking also, who's going to be the VP for Trump? Because Trump's whole policy is get politics out of politics. And how does that work? So I was like, well, he can't have a politician. He can't have a politician be his VP because no one wants to risk their career. No one wants to really be like, I can follow that. So my first thought was it's got to be a celebrity. My first celebrity that I thought of was Tom Cruise. For a few reasons. One, he's like 5 foot. Like I feel like that would stoke Trump's ego a little bit to be like, how you doing today? Another reason, he's got that religious craziness going with him. And like, can you just imagine during the inauguration, survey says you are the president. Tom Cruise is just like, woo, I'm on a couch again. But then I was like, he's not offensive enough. He doesn't hate people who aren't white and male, so Tom Cruise can't be the VP. And so I thought immediately of who has to be the next vice president of the United States of America. And that man is Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is going to be with Donald Trump. Like, think of that Donald Trump speech where he's like, Mexico, they're not sending their doctors, the lawyers, they're sending their rapists, the murderers, the drug dealers. And Mel Gibson's like, and the Jews! Except the Mexican Jews are coming too, and we can't have that. All right, guys, thank you very much.